back. My cousin thought I got her in the frame when I stumbled. Even though she's behind me, I didn't get her. But we're back. We started over. Girl, I didn't get you. You're like 10 steps behind me. Yeah, I gotta add 2 extra minutes on now. How much is that? Oh, okay. I hear him barking. He's barking at the smaller puppies. The cat is bigger than the puppies. Hey, the cat is bigger than the puppies. What kind of cat is that? I mean, I know the name of it, but I can't think of it. Do you know? Happy Saturday, y'all. We're back. I had to start over. I stumbled in a pothole. I stumbled in a pothole. I didn't fall, but my phone flipped up, and my cousin thought she was on the phone. Thought she got caught in the pit, in the live, in the stream. So to assure her that she didn't, I had to start over. I was the one that got caught. I got caught stumbling. I couldn't see. I can't see. It's sunny out here today. But the good thing about it being sunny is it's not hot. It's sunny, but it's not hot. So thank goodness for that. It's sunny. Hey, Catherine. How you doing, Catherine? Catherine, I see that I saw you start a live stream last night. Did you fall asleep? Hello, darling, and chat. You have thunder now? It's been raining here for like 2 weeks or so. Not all day, but almost every day. Almost every day. So it really has been nice. The weather has been a lot cooler. And today is really sunny, but it's nice. Like, it's nice. It's cool. It's breezy and it's cool. So I hear a lot of people have been having issues with their allergies. So I know that's not good. That's not good. These pecan trees, look at that. Do y'all see that pecan? I hope y'all can see that pecan. See that pecan tree? Those pecans will be ready like late September, maybe, I think. Yep. Those pecans will be ready late September. So when I go this route, if it's the Lord's will, when I go this route, then we're going to be picking up pecans, okay? We're going to be picking up pecans. It's nothing like going out to the pecan tree and picking out pecans for pecan pie, pecan pie. Some people say pecan, some people say pecan. I just ran the video for time, started it, and went to bed. Look at Catherine. I said, hey, y'all. And then I was like, when I came in, it had already started. So I wasn't sure if you had said anything. But then when it did end, I went back. And I figured, I said, she must be just running this. I said, either she's just running it, for time, or she fell asleep. But I noticed, that you said, you told everybody to come and join the right way. So I was glad to see that because I think a lot of people feel like the old way of doing stuff that, for the past few years since the pandemic and everything was going on, I think they think that the old way is good, but it's starting to catch up with a lot of people. And they're being, having to face trying to be remonetized. And some of them are still slipping through and getting monetized. And then like a few weeks or months later or longer, they'll come back and they'll like undo it. And then they're like, what happened? They really don't know what happened because it happened during a time where it probably really wasn't people okaying it. And they were getting by doing stuff. And a lot of times they're not doing stuff the right way. Yep, I do, Catherine. But I prefer when my my mother and my aunties make it. Yep, I prefer it when they make it. It's so good. So yeah, those pecans, could you guys see them? They're green right now. But what is this, early August? It may be like early September. Around mid-September, late September, they'll start to be ready. That green will start to pull off and they'll start to fall. People just want subscribers and do want the same and do want to do the same thing. They get, okay, look, Catherine, yes, and people will call you mean and all this kind of stuff. I'm not mean. I just don't believe in a chat full of blue because even though people have gotten monetized with that, that's not one of the things that they like. I got you, Catherine. They don't really like that because it boils down to what? Even if that's not your intention, it looks like sub for sub. And what do they say? That's one of the main things. They want it to be genuine. Now, of course, they know when you start to grow authentically that you can't connect with all the people who are in your chat. And you can't connect back to all the people that you sub to. So when people, YouTube is listening. So when people are saying stuff like, get them, and make sure you get them back, and make sure you go and look at something, they're sitting there listening to this. And they let it get by for a while. They let it get by for some people and maybe not for others. And for some people, even though they do that, they probably still have a lot of other authentic stuff on their channel, so they don't mess with them, right? But I just watch and I just let people do what they do because it's like when you say, maybe you shouldn't do that, they feel like you're what? Hating. They feel like you just don't want to see them grow. But that's not it. It's in the guidelines. The guidelines are really clear. And then sometimes, even if it's not in the guidelines, if you listen to those people who like kind of teach social media, who kind of teach about YouTube, they know what they're talking about. Now, not all of them probably don't know, but a lot of those people know exactly what they're talking about. They know exactly what they're talking about. So I say it's good to have, it's good to have your main channel. It's good to have another channel. Some people don't want 2 channels because they can't keep up with it. And you got some people who have 3, 4, 5 channels. But the thing about it is they want you to grow authentically. So just because you slide by, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get caught eventually. Because that's why you hear so many people say, I don't know why they demonetized me. Because they've been doing something for so long, and I don't know, maybe they thought it was the right way, and it wasn't. So if you're doing something that's questionable, the best thing to do is just to stop doing it and try to clean up your channel as much as possible. Or maybe start a different one and try to get those people who support you on your main one to come over. But I'm like you, Catherine. It's so many people that come around you for a reason, you know. And these people have been around a million other content creators, but for some reason they'll come around you, and then they click onto you and want to do what it is that you're doing and want your support, but they don't support back genuinely. So yeah, what's the problem? Grab you and you grab me back, right, Catherine? But the thing is, like, you shouldn't even have to say that, right? You shouldn't even have to say that. But from what I learned is, when they hear that a lot, you know, it should be like common sense. Like, if you came over here and you support me, like, of course I could say, okay, let me come over here, I got you. You know, you could say that. But some people are in their chats literally saying, get this person, get this person, get this person. And it's not really authentic. What makes it not authentic is not you telling them to do it. It's just that, like you said, some people will do it, and then other people won't do it back. They won't do it back. And so I sometimes wonder, like, okay, YouTube hears all of this. It's their app, y'all. Like, you may not say the words sub for sub, but there are certain words that trigger that's what that means. But my thing is, even when you say that, like, get me, I get you back, some people, YouTube hears it. That's why you hear so many people say, what happened? I was subscribed to you and all of a sudden I wasn't. They know, like, technology is amazing. They have human people and they have, you know, technology set to catch that stuff. And that's why so many people are unsubscribed. Sometimes they'll go in the chat and they're trying to, you know, make friends and stuff. But they tell you every day, they want you to make friends authentically. So even if you do that, even if you say, grab me and I grab you back, that should be fine if the person sticks with it. That's why you have to check to make sure. You have to really go over there and leave some comments. Look at the videos. That's why I tell people, support positive content creators, even if it's not your niche or even if it's not something that you really like. If you've made a connection, if you've networked and made a friend, go check them out. Look at their stuff for a minute or two, because if you don't, it doesn't appear authentic to YouTube. And sometimes it can be the person doing it, and sometimes they can just do it. They can do it. So I really do get it. It's like a lot of times people will come around you, and the next thing you know, places that you go, you've never seen them before, and all of a sudden they're everywhere that you go that you never saw them before. They're everywhere that you go, that's okay when you're in certain areas and stuff like that, when you get around certain people, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be authentic with it. But you can tell those who are just doing it, then they reach a certain point and YouTube wasn't important to them, and all of a sudden now they want to grow, or they want to do this and they want to do that. When they were hanging around, if you want support, you gotta support. If you want support, you gotta support. And we've talked about that a lot over here too. You can't be everywhere. You can't catch every live. You can't catch every video drop. You can't catch every short. But people do get rubbed the wrong way if they go live 4 or 5 times a week and you're in one of them. Someone else goes live 3 times and they see you in all of them. You know, a lot of times people are just focused on themselves and what makes sense to them. They don't really stop to take a moment to think about what makes sense to other people. Catherine says, there's a person that used to come to my live and never liked. One time I got on their case, so they liked, and when they left, they took it. What? I took their mod stick, lots of, yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, Catherine, speaking of mod sticks, can you tell me why people act like mod sticks make or break your relationship with them? your tube ship with them, because it's really a tube ship, a YouTube ship. Some of these people, they want to mod for everybody, and that's when I know that they aren't authentic. They're just doing whatever they can to get it themselves in a good position for whenever they decide to start a channel. Or if they already have a channel, they're just doing whatever they can for them. Because having a mod stick should be, if you want people to have mod sticks that you trust, right? Okay, you got some people who they may come into your chat from somebody else's chat, don't know you from Adam. All of a sudden, they just take on mod duties, right? Welcome in, thumbs up the live. You know, it's okay to say all that stuff. But you got some people, it's like every other comment. What they're doing when they do that is unofficially asking you to mod them up. That's what they're doing. You got some people that act like these mod sticks are paying their bills. I told them, shit, y'all trolls get paid better than y'all. Like, they act like the mod sticks are paying their bills. And if you give one, oh my gosh, and take it, it's just like that's an insult. For you to take your own mod stick. It's like that's an insult. When people take mod sticks, I feel like one or two things. I really don't stress it that much because I only like modding for certain people. I only like modding for certain people. Like you, Chef, Jill. Like, I don't run around looking for mod sticks. I can't stand it when I go into a chat and the first thing they do is slap a mod stick on you. But you got some people, oh my gosh. If it came down to a mod stick or water, they take a mod stick. They'll take a mod stick. And then if you remove the mod stick, they act like that's a sign of, I don't like you. We're not cool anymore. How about it's a sign that they just don't want your ass modding? like some people, I'm a firm believer in that, and I learned this from somebody that teaches about social media. You shouldn't have a chat filled with blue. And even if you're monetized and they don't mess with you about it, once you start having a chat filled with blue like that, it's almost like, what's the purpose of the mod stick? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you get 100 people in your chat, you have 5 mods in there at that time. That's a reason. You know, those are the 5 people you can trust. When something goes down, you know where to go back and see who was blocked, where, or, you know, it's more focused. You got a chat with probably 100 people and you got 40 mod sticks. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And that was some balls. That was some balls. And see, now that's what I don't understand. You get mad about a mod stick, then I'm glad you get the heck on. I got into it with the person about that. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. I know, Catherine, it's like, we don't come here for that. You know, you don't come here to get stressed out. You come here to network, to just, you know, just kick it and chill. Just talk with the people that you find, because even though some of us have met each other in person, but most people haven't met each other in person. So even that being the case, we still have like a draw to certain people. And that's what it's about. Networking. Some people you'll feel closer to than others. Some people you'll just have a strong magnetic connection to than you will others. And that's okay. But if you mod up everybody in your chat, it's like, it becomes to me, what's the purpose of the mod stick? And people literally get mad or get their panties in a bunch over a mod stick. I have modded people and said, hey, it's like I had to be clear. This is just temporary, so you can help yourself out, become friends with people and stuff like that. I don't even do that anymore because there are certain things that they don't want to say. Catherine says, I don't care if they do or don't. I'm not fighting over it. I know. It's not worth the energy to fight over it. That's true. I have a lot of blue. I love my mom. Hey, doggy. He wasn't out here a minute ago. So yeah, that's true. I have a lot. Okay, I saw that. Yeah, some people have a lot of blue because they do like a lot of people. They do like a lot of people. But some people have a lot of blue because of the reason that they don't want us to do, and that's sub for sub. They can say what they want. When you go up in there and you see 100 people in there, and you see maybe 15 without mod sticks, you know what they're doing. And there are some channels who say that's what they are. That's what type of channel they are. So for those channels, I even still think that there's a way to do it. Because even some of those channels that I frequent that say that they're there to grow, they're not doing it as much as they used to. They're not doing it as much as they used to, and they've removed a lot of those mod sticks. They're not doing it as much. They still grow and stuff, but they're removing, a lot of those mod sticks because that's what it looks like. You got a sea of blue, it looks like sub for sub. And I've always heard that that's not a good thing. So I guess it's okay to do it, to make the connections, but you got to do it the right way. I guess there's a right way to do it. It's just 21 minutes. I got like 9 minutes to go. It's the birthday month. So we're getting back into some more birthday shenanigans this weekend. But I still had to come on here and get my walk in. I just got done working out. So I had to get them on in here. And I hope that you guys are looking at the legs move. If you come across this live, you can like if you like. If you don't, I don't fuss about a thumbs up, okay? Because there are so many other ways to support. Just looking for a few seconds to a minute, that's support. Subscribing if you haven't already, that's support. Tapping the notification bell to get all, that's support. If you choose, leave a comment, that's support. But even if you don't do any of that, just being here for a few seconds to a few minutes, that is support. So I always say I appreciate it, okay? Not enough of us say we appreciate you. So I appreciate you. You said you're a med. Did I say mod? You said you're a med. What did I say? What was I saying, Catherine? I be talking so much, I be freaking. But I'm not a med. You mean like a med tech or something like that? I probably was saying mod. But yeah, I think it is a great thing to connect and to, because I think that's what social media was created for, connectivity. But as with anything in life, they have their rules, their regulations, and it's trial and error. A lot of times we might break the rules and don't even know we're breaking the rules, So it's trial and error, and you have to figure out what's going on, and you have to listen to other people who have been doing it for a long time so that you'll know what to do and what not to do. And then you got some people who've been doing it and it's not really that they know what to do, because you got some people telling people the wrong thing to do, right? And you try to correct them, then they think that you're being a Debbie Downer because it may be working for them. But then weeks and months later, a year or two later, they get that notice that, oh, your channel violated whatever. And they have no clue what they're talking about. It's because they've been doing it wrong for so long. So I don't even fool around with the monetization, because I like to share everything. Like, I like to do a lot. I like to do a lot. So I don't even worry about it. And when it comes a time when I want to, actually, I'm gonna put it like this. The channels that you want monetized, you got to try your best to follow the guidelines as closely as possible. So I've already done that. But on Lions Pride, I just do what I want to do. But I stay within the guidelines. I stay within the guidelines. I don't cross community guidelines. Intentionally, I would never do that. But you have some people, they try to be slick. And it's like you can tell when they've done something and they're trying to be slick because things don't match up right. Things don't match up right. Yep, they try to be slick. And sometimes they get away with it for a little bit. Especially when it wasn't as many people in the offices working. But now that they're back in the offices, you gotta be careful what you think you're getting away with. You know? Because just like we can look at things and tell something looks suspicious, they can tell. They definitely can tell. It's their platform. So just like I appreciate the subscribers, I appreciate moderators, I appreciate YouTube, okay? And I appreciate those content creators who do focus on ways to help you grow the right way. They tell us about things like the new rollouts. So they tell about the new rollouts that are going on. They tell about the new things that are starting to happen. Like, I love those channels. Some of them knew about the 3000 and all that stuff. Some of them knew about that. Some of them knew about that before it happened. Like the what is it? The 3000 watch hours and the 10 million views. Like, those channels know about that stuff. The changes that are going to happen, those certain channels know about that stuff. They go to the conventions and everything. So they know about that stuff. So it's good to pay attention. It's good to listen to them. And when you find a channel that is trying to educate you on how to grow or how to maintain your channel, when you find a good one, make sure you subscribe, you tap all, and you really pay attention to what they're saying, what they're telling you. So, of course, I'm going to ask you guys, as I always do, or at least say to you, that I hope that you've gotten 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity in at some point through the day. Consistently, nonstop, kept moving. You want to keep it moving, okay? Keep moving for 30 minutes, moving those arms and those legs consistently, okay? Watch the legs move. I hope that motivates you to get up and move. You can walk. You don't have to just walk. You can run. You can jog. You can sprint. You can skip, okay? You can jump rope. You can skate. You can get up and dance around your house, okay? You can get on your elliptical. You can get on your treadmill. You can get on your stationary bicycle. You can get on your bicycle and ride the neighborhood. You can get on your stepper, okay? There are so many things. You can go swimming at the pool, in your pool, wherever you go. There are a plethora of activities, cardiovascular activities that you can do so that you don't, one, become bored, okay? Become bored. And you want to make sure that you train those muscles, okay? Do some weight training about 3 to 4 times a week. The stronger your muscles are, the longer you'll be able to participate in your cardiovascular activities. Okay? So cardiovascular is okay every day of the week. Every day, 7 days a week, it's okay to do it. But if you can't because of time constraints, try to do 5 days a week. Try to do 5 days a week. In case you miss a day or two, then you've at least done 3, right? You've at least done 3. That's what it's all about. Consistency. Maintaining consistency and being persistent about it. Not trying to compete with somebody who you may not be able to touch with a 10-foot pole. You know, get your motivation, of course, but self-motivation is the best motivation. If your motivation is to outdo somebody, one, you're not going to do it long, or two, if you do it long, you're going to never feel like you're achieving what they're achieving, because that's what you've made your goal. You've made your goal to achieve what somebody else's goal is. You can't do that. My goal isn't the next person's goal. The next person's goal shouldn't be my goal. So if you're going to compete, compete with yourself and the thing that you did yesterday and the day before, the week before, the month before. Sometimes we backslide, right? They talk about backsliding in church. Sometimes we backslide. And then we build back up again. We build back up. So just imagine trying to compete with somebody where you don't compare. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just focus on your fitness. Whether you're exercising to lose weight, whether you're exercising for self-improvement, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. At the end of the day, it all boils down to fitness. Okay? Fitness. And everybody's not on the same level. You have some people who are, some people who aren't. You got some people on a higher level, some people on the bottom level, some people somewhere in between. So focus on you and your goals, and be motivated by other people. But don't carbon copy somebody, because at that point it's like your goal becomes their goal, and your goal, unless it's genuinely the same, you'll find yourself starting to burn out trying to do that. The only burnout you should have is trying to be the better you than you were yesterday, the day before that, the week before that, the month before that, the year before that. And as we always say over here, and we will continue to say, before starting or restarting or re-implementing any workout routine, regimen, or plan, always contact your primary healthcare provider, being your general doctor, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your occupational therapist, your physical therapist, your specialty doctor, your fitness coach, your fitness trainer, okay? Even if it's your local trainer in the gym, let all of them be a part of the effort, okay? It's a collaborative effort. I always say, all of those people lock arm in arm to form a circle around you. You are the nucleus. You are the nucleus. And keep moving. Keep moving. Be persistent. Be consistent. And it will be effective. Okay? Everybody can't start in the same place. Everybody's goal isn't the same. Everybody's endurance is different. Stamina is different. Okay? Metabolism is different. But the goal is to help increase all of those things. Your intensity will be different. Some will be similar, some will be the same. But there's going to be something about it that's different. Otherwise, we just be robots. Otherwise, we just be robots. And like I always say, who wants to look at the same thing over and over? You want variety. You want variety. Y'all hear the cicadas? Don't hear the birds today. We don't hear the birds today. But we hear the cicadas. We hear the cicadas. We got some squirrels out here doing their thing, looking for nuts. Uh-oh, 30 minutes. Okay, actually 32 minutes. I said 32 minutes. I have to keep it short today. This is the birthday month. We got some birthday shenanigans to get into. Okay, to all the people having birthdays in August, happy birthday to you. We're wishing you a happy birthday and many, 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 many more. Okay? The Leos rule that thing in August. Towards the end, you got the Virgos coming in. They all right. They all right. We share August. We give them a little bit of August down there. Everybody gives the next sign a little bit of their month at the end of the month. about the last 9 to 10 days, maybe 11, we share, we signs share, right? So yeah, you got the Virgos, they'll be coming in here. But right now, it's Leo season, okay? It's Leo season. And I don't care what anybody says. Every sign has their mean group of people. They're very pleasant and very friendly and nice group of people. Loving, generous. Every sign does. No matter what it is. But some signs have those crazy, wacky people. Okay? And I love that crazy, wacky Leo. Okay? I love the crazy, wacky Leo. Because the Leos love hard, play hard, and don't take no hard. See, all those traits and characteristics that we talk about in these signs, they can be applied to people in every sign. You got nice people, sweet people, mean people, evil people in every sign. You do. Your personality is based on a lot more than that. You know? It can be genetic as well. So if you're a Leo and you got a Scorpio mom and a Pisces dad, you're gonna have some trace of those signs. So I understand that a lot of people focus on that. But hey, and maybe the main part of you might be related to the sign you were born under or in. But hey, other signs have an effect on you as well. What if you were raised by a Capricorn? Okay? They tell me Capricorn's about getting their cash, about making their money. They say Capricorns can be mean. Now, as a Leo, I would take that. I would say, are they mean or are they just stern? Especially if they're about getting their money, they're about making their bank. Maybe they're just stern. Okay? So, what if you live with your auntie? You're going to take on some signs of some trace of her sign. So whatever sign you are, just try to be as good as you can be. And own your flaws, you know, accept your flaws, own your flaws, work on your flaws. And that's the best we can do. That's the best we can do. Now acknowledge the traits that fit you for your sign, but also acknowledge the traits that fit you because of who your parents are, because of your upbringing, because of your environment. It's not just about your astrological sign. There's a mix. There's a mix. So always strive to be the best you can be and to improve. I'm about to get out of here because I got to go, y'all. So we're going to say what we always say. Don't let people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. Because a lot of times, people going through some stuff at home and they come on these apps and they want to try to put their stress on your shoulders. Don't let them. Don't let them. They want to pull you into their misery lounge. Don't let them. Okay? They may not even be miserable, but they just enjoy seeing other people miserable. They enjoy making other people miserable. They may be all into you and all loving towards you and kissing your hiney, and next thing you know, bam, the real them comes out because they're going through things outside of the app. Or some of them are going through things on the app. So keep your discernment, okay? Always stick with your discernment. Always stick with your intuition. Always go with that gut feeling. And I know sometimes you're like, I want to open up a little bit. Shit, don't. If that discernment and that gut feeling, that intuition are telling you not to, don't. Because it'll interrupt your peace. You know, you have an ecosystem and you want equilibrium in it, okay? You want equilibrium in your ecosystem. Mind, body, and soul. Your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual. You go through enough in life without allowing strangers or people who really just don't mean nothing to you to interfere with that and to get that equilibrium off balance. Okay, you want to keep it balanced. You want to keep your ecosystem balanced. So get out, exercise, relax, do some imagery, imagine some things. Just pure imagery can help you relax your mind, body, and soul. Make sure before you start your exercises that you stretch. And how do you end? Stretch. You want to start with stretching, end with stretching. And I know somebody hears me because every time I say something, just to kind of test the water, the same 2 to 3 people repeat it. And they've never said it before. The best form of flattery is being imitated. Make sure that you stretch before and after. Before and after. And guess when else? During. Okay? Sometimes you start to feel those muscles tighten up during your exercise. Stop and stretch within the course of the exercise, okay? Within the course of the workout. All right? So I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity roam, live, and breed, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. And make sure that that is not your platform, your chat. Once you feel it enter, do whatever you need to do and do what you can to get it out, okay? Don't worry about what they think. What YouTube thinks matters, okay? What your peace is matters. Because the most people who come off to be the most kindest, sweetest, have agendas. They have motives, okay? And what's important to you isn't important to them. Until their goals start to be similar to yours, then they notice. They notice, okay? So, self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-control. And I say self-control because sometimes we do get a little perturbed, ticked off, and we get a little petty. But make sure you just keep it lighthearted and petty. Don't let people get your blood pressure up. Okay? Not on social media. You got enough in life that can get your blood pressure up. All right? So do all you can to keep it down and keep it regulated. Get out and exercise. Everything that's said over here, we drop as nuggets. Okay? Educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. We drop nuggets so that you pick up those nuggets and you take them and you study them. You do the research. You take them to your healthcare provider and you figure out what works for you. Even pass those nuggets along to your family, your friends, your co-workers, your church members, the people in the drive-thru, the people at Walmart in the grocery store line. Pass those nuggets along, okay? And if they can't help you, maybe they can help someone else that you care about and love. But always take the nuggets that we drop over here and take them to the professionals and figure out what works for you. Figure out what works for you. And if you're not on the same page as that professional, let it be known how you feel. Open communication. Open communication so that you guys can get on the same page. And if you can't get on the same page, find someone who can. Find you a medical professional who will be on the same page as you. But also listen. You know, you also have to be willing to listen. A lot of times people don't like to listen. You know, they just want to do things the way they want to do them. Be willing to listen. Even if it doesn't make sense to you. Listen. Even when it's coming from your healthcare provider. Listen and do research. Do your research. And let them know what your feelings are. And you guys can hopefully come to a resolution. You know, that 4-letter word we talk about, those 4-letter words, resolution. So the rest of this weekend, I want you guys to relax, release, relate to the things you can relate to. Those you can't, it'll come in time. The relation will come in time. Okay? Resolve what you can resolve. Refocus, reset, restart. and make sure that you've been rejuvenated. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live in Lions Pride. Have a blessed and wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy tomorrow, Sunday, because what? Monday is right around the corner. It is right around the corner. Okay, that was a lot of noise. Bye, y'all.